my honor to reflect on the remarkable strides our country has made under the stewardship of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, since his inauguration on 29 May 2023. From the day he took office, Mr. President vowed to lift our economy by 6% annually, rationalize the foreign exchange, generate jobs, and confront insecurity. These commitments have formed the cornerstone of our policy thrust, yielding numerous bold interventions that have reshaped Nigeria's fiscal foundations and positioned the country for sustainable progress. This administration began by removing the petrol subsidy, a policy that once drained over $10 billion each year, realizing savings in excess of 1 trillion naira within 2 months. At the same time, this administration harmonized exchange rates, aligning the naira with market forces. This strategy, while triggering short-term inflationary pressures, has since drawn more than $6 billion in foreign inflows and restored confidence in the country's currency. Today, the World Bank confirms that the real GDP growth for 2024 reached its highest level since 2015, driven by a resilient non-oil sector and fortified public revenues. The appropriation of 54.99 trillion for 2025 reflects the National Assembly's conviction in these revenue projections and underscores this administration's commitment to health, education, and infrastructure. Mr. President, Nigeria has steered inflation, once surging past 40%, now down to 23.7%, through a meticulous rebasing of our statistical framework, signaling that the initial price shocks are abating. Meanwhile, foreign exchange reserves have climbed beyond US 40 billion, anchored by record oil output exceeding 2.3 million barrels per day and steady capital flows. This financial buffer underpins the resilience of our economy against global shocks and reinforces the stability of the naira. The President's infrastructure agenda has also gained momentum. Last September's economic and nuclear energy pact with China has allowed collaboration in solar research and electric vehicle assembly, while the Belt and Road Partnership is already modernizing ports, roads, and power projects nationwide. From the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway to the Lagos-Ibadan Standard Gauge Railway, these projects are generating employment, integrating markets, and demonstrating that APC governance delivers tangible transformation. Security remains paramount. Mr. President has injected fresh resolve into our defense architecture. The House swift approval of emergency measures in Rivers State earlier this year demonstrates our commitment to protecting critical assets and maintaining order. Complementary legislation to empower the nascent Nigerian Force Security Service will harness local knowledge to secure rural frontiers and safeguard our natural resources. Yet, we know that both reforms come at a cost for ordinary Nigerians. That is why the President reinstated conditional cash transfers to 12 million vulnerable households and launched the Nigerian Consumer Credit Corporation to expand formal lending to women and young men. His recent approval of 32.7 billion for the National Social Investment Program means that 15 million households now receive direct support. This demonstrates that economic adjustments and social protection can be managed together. Mr. President, sir, your decisive removal of fuel subsidies and unification of the Naira closely mirrors the monetarist revolution and privatization drive of late Margaret Thatcher in the United Kingdom during the 1980s. Just as Thatcher reduced public spending, broke the power of entrenched interests, and sold state-owned enterprises to restore fiscal health and investor confidence, you have ended decades of dependency on subsidies and consolidated exchange rates to free up scarce public resources. Both of you accepted short-term hardship, inflationary spikes, and social resistance for the sake of long-term stability and prosperity. Your belief that strong markets and prudent spending are essential for national growth highlights the ongoing importance of bold reforms. In recent months, high-profile figures have joined the APC, along with numerous federal lawmakers from Kano, Oshun, Kebbi, Delta, and Edo, raising the number of defections in the House alone to almost 30. With reports of further crossovers from PDP and Labour Party governors and their members on the horizon. These moves underscore the momentum of the APC and position us as the party to beat come 2027. Mr. President, the 10th National Assembly is undoubtedly the most fortunate since the return to democracy in 1999. This is not only because a significant number of former legislators now serve in the executive, including the president himself, but also due to President Tinubu's unequivocal recognition of our vital role in grassroots development. His Excellency has worked tirelessly to ensure that the National Assembly's ability to respond to the needs of our constituents is significantly strengthened by providing increased budgetary allocations for constituency projects. This deliberate partnership between the presidency and parliament has empowered senators and members to deliver tangible improvements in health, education, and infrastructure. Mr. President, fellow party members, as we turn our gaze towards 2027, we must acknowledge both the achievements we have made and the challenges that lie ahead. Now is the time for every APC stakeholder to intensify grassroots engagements. Now is the time for every APC stakeholder to articulate our records in clear and compelling terms. Now is the time for every APC stakeholder to take our message directly to our communities. An electoral victory in 2027 will not be won on paper alone. It can only be secured by the confidence we inspire among our people. We can only inspire confidence by demonstrating our policies are improving people's lives and how they will continue to enhance the lives of Nigerians. All of us must effectively market the successes of the Tinubu administration, specifically the recovery of fiscal health, the job creation drive, the expansion of infrastructure, and the security gains. Every APC governor, every APC senator, and every APC member, every minister and commissioner, every special advisor and assistant, every board member, and indeed every political appointee of this government must also collaborate with the president to translate his initiatives into tangible benefits that resonate with citizens across every ward. Ladies and gentlemen, our journey has proven that decisive leadership, fiscal discipline, and cohesive action yield results. The 2025 budget's dual emphasis on austerity and strategic investment, our respect for the autonomy of the central bank in managing over 22.7 trillion in inherited financing, and our alignment of legislative instruments with the executive vision exemplifies the APC's capacity to govern with both rigor and empathy. We must now marshal these successes into an energetic campaign for 2027, ensuring that our party's narrative of renewal and stability becomes the clarion call at every town hall and market square. Fellow comrades, the moment demands realism and ambition in equal measure. We must neither rest on laurels nor succumb to complacency. Instead, this is the time to deepen our outreach, sharpen our messaging, and forge an unbreakable bond between the APC and the people itself. By selling our record relentlessly and listening attentively, we'll carry the renewed hope agenda forward in the next electoral cycle. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that come 2027, Mr. President and our party will secure a resounding mandate that confirms our capacity to deliver on the promise of a prosperous Nigeria.